Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 of the staff training facilitated by myself, Pablo Chauke, based at the University of Cape Town, and my colleague Sean Aaron, based at the University of the Witwatersrand. The video that you're watching at the moment is day 2, part 1A, and this is meant to be a recap of what we covered in day 1 of the staff training. Now, what did we cover in day 1 staff training? We did welcoming and getting to know each other. So we welcomed each other and we got to know each other as the IBT core staff team, and you also locally at your own classroom site got to know your colleagues, who's your fellow teaching assistant and who's your fellow system administrator. So we did introductions, we met our local teams, throughout the 29 classrooms that we have for IBT 2018. We also covered IBT course rationale and logistics. So we answered the question, why IBT, at length. We discussed why IBT is important and why it's been offered for the past 3 years, or rather for the past 2 years, and again for 2018, which is the third iteration. We answered questions such as, what can you personally bring and what can you learn from each other? So what strengths does someone in your team have and what weaknesses do you have that can be assisted by someone's strengths? And we discussed the vitality, or rather the importance of feedback from you, the staff, and also from participants for improving and making sure that IBT keeps on giving its best. We took a break as well, in between, because we had to take a breather. Then we covered responsibilities, commitments, and communication. So we met, let me take my mouse we met the core IBT team. As I said, myself, Sean, Nicola, Mulder, Verena Ras, Suresh Maslamoni, Sumi Panji. We introduced ourselves and we discussed how commitments and responsibilities are a two-way street. It's not just us that are responsible, and we're very responsible, I believe, but you also have to, as someone who's volunteered your time, have to take on some responsibility and commitment. We discussed for your own classrooms, for your own classroom context, discuss the challenges and solutions. So Sean actually covered this, discussing what challenges you might face that might be similar or different depending on where you are and what those solutions are. And we discussed the IBT staff schedule to make sure that we all have someone at a classroom available at a time. So for instance, making sure that each classroom site has a teaching assistants available and one system administrator available per each contact session, and discussing what schedule you're comfortable with to commit and be responsible for a certain day and time. And lastly, Sean covered the team biographies that gave you instructions, and we put these on Vula as well to say, how do you do team biographies for your own classroom, and taking a picture as well, because we want to put names, or rather faces to names and names to faces as well, because I think most of this will be virtual, and we do want to actually have a tangible and create this sense of community and networking that if we were physically next to each other, we'd be able to see. So I think it's important that we get those biographies and that picture that we asked for. What did you learn? So I'm going to ask you to take about 10 minutes completing this activity. So firstly, take 5 minutes to write down what are the 3 things that you found interesting or important from day 1 of the staff training workshop. After 5 minutes, if not already in a circle, again, I'm big on circles. I'm big on making sure that we all in equality. Move your chair so that everyone is sitting in one circle, because that is symbolic of, very symbolic of being equal. Give each person in a circle an opportunity to share what they wrote down. Remember your ground rules when listening to others with a smiley face, because we do need to listen, not just to respond, but listen to understand as well, and be empathetic to one another as fellow staff members. Now, next, I'm gonna ask you, after you completed the activity, to watch the video labeled Day 2, Part 1B.